Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Gavin Fish. I am thankful that you would join me today. Man, over the last couple of weeks, I've gotten some really fantastic questions from viewers. Some of them in the comments, some of them through my website, gavinfish.com, where people go to the Contact Me page. Let me just show you this real quick, gavinfish.com. If you go to my website and click on the Contact button, by the way, somebody reached out to me and told me that these were required fields, and I had said that they were not required fields. I have fixed that, so if you want to contact me anonymously, you can leave your name, email address, phone number completely out of it. You can just send me your question or comment. Of course, if you want me to be able to reply, I'm not able to reply unless you give me that information. You can also upload documents for me to take a look at, which brings me to the subject of today's video, which is a question that I've gotten from a couple of different internet sleuths, right? Citizen detectives that are on the Gabby Petito case, and they want to find out more information about the Laundrie family, and they've done some searches or they've seen posts on Twitter, and they want my take on it. So I thought that I would do that today. I'm going to show you the question that I want to answer today, and it is this. I was given this screen grab of a warranty deed, and then the question from the citizen detective was, what is a warranty deed for a revocable trust? Do the Laundries still own this? Notice the dates. And did he clear a storage locker when he flew home or moved in here? Okay, so that is a really good question because people are wondering, what did Brian Laundrie do, you know, during that time that he was back in Florida while Gabby was back probably in Utah, right? So I want to address that today, and first I want to congratulate you guys for looking for information like this. In this case, I don't think that we found anything that is related to the case, but I think it's an opportunity to talk about how to find records, how to go about doing that. So I thought that I would do that today. The screen grab that was sent is of a warranty deed where it's hard to see, but Chris and Roberta Laundrie are the grantors, and then this person is the grantee. And so basically what that means is the Laundries are sellers and then the other person is a buyer, okay? So let's first talk about what a warranty deed is. So warranty deeds are used in real estate, and basically it is you as a seller telling the buyer that I pledge to you that there's no other encumbrance of any kind on this property. You're getting it free and clear. There are no liens, there's no, taxes due, there are no mortgages on it. It's completely free and clear. So when you see a warranty deed, actually anytime you buy a house, you should get a warranty deed from the seller. And in most places that is required, that they guarantee that there is no there are no encumbrances. And in fact, that is the reason why title companies exist, right? They do a title search and they look for those encumbrances. Now, the other question that she had was, what is a revocable trust? Okay, well, a revocable trust, and by the way, guys, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not giving you legal advice here. I think I need to say that out of the gate. But, you can find this information online. A revocable trust is a trust where the provisions of the trust can be altered or canceled. So during the life of the trust, the trustor of the trust or the grantor of the trust can change things as he or she wishes. And the beneficiaries of the trust have no say on how that trust changes. What many people know, I think the kind of trust that most of us are aware of are what are called irrevocable trusts. And that is that it is still a trust and you're transferring, ownership of things like real estate into the trust, but the grantor of the trust or the originator of the trust cannot change any of that trust without permission of the beneficiaries of the trust. Okay. But I think you'll find as we kind of dig in here, that really has nothing to do with the Laundries. That was the person that they sold it to, had a revocable trust. Okay, so I think the best thing to do is kind of show you how I go about finding records, or how, you know, other people found this record and they're talking about it on Twitter and they're trying to figure out what it is. Okay, so I am going to show you how I go about doing that. It's different in every jurisdiction, and you know, records can be kept on a city level, on a town level, on a county level, state level, federal level. There are all sorts of entities that are governed by local, state, and federal governments, and they are required under the Freedom of Information Act to keep records. Now, I remember one time, have you guys seen the Pelican Brief, where Julia Roberts like walks in looking for records and she's like, I would like this record. And the person behind the desk is like, well, these are only semi-public. And she goes, have you ever heard of the Freedom of Information Act? And then the woman behind the desk is like, whoa, whoa, whoa. She knows her rights. I better give her everything. Guys, that never happens. Okay. It is always extremely difficult to get access to public records, except in the cases where we've got municipalities and localities that are kind of, they've digitized this, or they've put up as much information as they can. And they do that because in the old days, when you go in and ask for a record, and actually, it's not even the old days. I mean, this happened to me last month, where you go in and ask for a record. They have to go find the boxes, and they have to pay somebody to do that, and they just hate it. So many municipalities are making their records digital and easily searched. Okay, so I'm going to in the Circuit Court and County of Sarasota County, there's a comptroller. Her name is Karen Rushing, and there are digital records. And so likely what somebody did to find that record that was shown in this question, right, was they went here and they just did a quick search on laundry. Okay, and when we look at it, there are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 records for Chris and Roberta Laundrie as either buyers or sellers. Okay. Now the warranty deed that they asked in the question is this one from 7/30, and so that is kind of suspicious, since Brian Laundrie was known to have come back to Florida on the 17th. Were they preparing something, is the question. Okay, so I've downloaded all these and I've got them in Acrobat. Okay. This is the warranty deed that came in the question, this guy right here. Okay. And we'll go over this, but I think the best thing to do is to kind of track what Roberta and Chris Laundrie have been doing. These actually, because of these records, I kind of believe that they're pretty savvy when it comes to real estate. So in Sarasota County, the first real estate record that they have is from 2014, where a warranty deed was executed by this guy, Kenneth. And he was, this was his address. He is the grantor. That means he's the seller. And Chris and Roberta Laundrie are the buyers. They're the grantee. This is actually kind of fun. The witnesseth that the grantor, for and in consideration of the sum of $10 and other valuable considerations. So you can get confused on these sorts of things. I don't know why it's $10, but on all of them it is $10, so it must be some type of Florida statute that's the minimum that you can do. But don't be fooled into thinking that they bought a property for $10. There are other valuable considerations, and we actually see up here that they spent $136,100. And what they did is they bought this parcel, which has this parcel identification number. So, okay, so if you want to find parcels in Sarasota County, there's actually a property search, and you can do it by ID, or you can do it by instrument number, which is actually easier in this case. So there's an instrument number up here, 2014 114396. So if we put in 2014 114496, did I get that right? No, I did not. What was it? 114396. So let's go back. 114396. Then this property is 900 Gardens Edge Drive, 914, Venice, Florida. So I've got it up on a map right here. This is south of Tampa Bay, in the Northport area. It's north of Northport. So that is when they bought 900 Gardens Edge Drive number 914. This is, to the best of my knowledge, condominium, right? It's a 2-bed, 2-bath, built in 2006, 1,300 square foot, 1,200 square foot living area, 1-story. Since it's got a number, I'm thinking that is probably a condominium. Actually, the property shows a condominium. So this was a condominium that they bought in 2014. And if we go down to transfer dates, you can see that Kenneth here transferred to the Laundries for $136,100 the property on 9/24/2014. Okay, so this probably has nothing to do with anything related to the Gabby Petito case, but you can see that in this case they were the buyer. As we move along, in this case they're also a buyer. The grantor is Capital Bank, and they're in Naples, Florida. They're the grantor. Christopher and Roberta Laundrie are the grantee, and they have bought Unit 40 Saybrook Manor condominium, blah, 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 blah. We can look it up by the, 2015 051933. Let's see how I think I should do better this time. 2015, that I've already searched it, so there it is. This is a property at 259 Fenwick, right? Number 40. So I think if we just do a quick maps and look this up. This also looks to be a condominium. And what is that? Man, I don't know my Florida geography. Okay, south of Tampa, right? A little bit farther south of Tampa. So that is a property that they purchased. Let's keep going. 2015 1103. This one actually piqued my interest because holy crap, the grantor in this warranty deed is a, let's see, is this, yeah, this is a warranty deed. This is a special warranty deed, is from Salt Lake County. So I was like, oh, wait. But in reality, it simply is the bank was in Salt Lake City, Utah, and the Laundries bought this property with this parcel ID. Let's look up the instrument number. I think I've already probably got it in here. If I type in 2015, it's this guy, right? So that is their house on Wabasso Drive. So their house on Wabasso Drive was purchased from the bank right here on October 8th, 2015. So just over 6 years ago. Okay, let's keep moving along. In this one, this is a notice of commencement. So this was a public record that they're building a fence. This is a warranty deed where they are the seller and they are selling to the Groffs this property right here. So let's look up instrument number 2018 070357. So 2018 070357, I think is what I said. So they sold the 900 Gardens Edge Drive, the Venice property, so they don't own that anymore. All right, so I think I'm going to go ahead and close that because they don't own that one anymore. All right, so then we go into 2020. Warranty deed. Chris and Roberta are the buyers in this case, and they bought at this property, lot 67, block 3. Let's look up this instrument number, 2020 001 802. 2020 001 802. So they purchased a property at 5100 Linksman Place in Northport. So if we go to maps, let's see what that is. To me, this looks like another condominium. Let's see if we can take a look at it. Yeah, so this is another condo that they own. And it is in Northport, pretty close to their house, looks like. So there they are. Northport is south of Tampa. All right, last one or last couple, I guess. In this case, they are the sellers again, and they're selling lot 67, block 3, 2021 047916. So 047916, 2021 047916. This is the 5100 Linksman Place. So they have sold that one. So last one that we want to search probably is this guy right here, which is 2021 140843. So 2021, oops. Well, what was that? 2021 140843, which I've looked up before. And they sold 259 Fenwick. So it was not like a storage locker or anything like that. It was a 2021 Fenwick or 2059 Fenwick, which I think if we look at it, we'll go closer to it. Where'd it go? There you are. Let's man, I feel like an idiot here. So yeah, I've looked at this. This is a condominium that they own at Fenwick Drive, or that they sold. So guys, like, this is not, to me, it's disconnected from the case, right? It's not a matter of, hey, did they have a whole bunch of stuff and then get rid of it for the purpose of, hiding it. Now, I think that you could, if we were to go to Speculationville here, you could say, well, maybe they had Gabby and Brian's stuff in that unit. But I kind of feel like if that were the case and they sold it for the purpose of hiding something, the owner probably, if they left stuff in there, the owner probably would have come forward and gone, there was a bunch of stuff. There was like a bloody seat cover and that sort of thing. So I don't personally think that this has anything to do with the disappearance and then later homicide of Gabby Petito. I think that this was probably just business as usual for people like I keep saying that, Christopher and Roberta Laundrie, who at least to me appear to be, have some of their income and, based on real estate. This makes sense to me that the lawyer that they have hired to represent them is a real estate attorney. So my guess is they've done a lot of work with him. In the state of Florida, they have done, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 transactions, 2 of which were permits. So they've done 7 real estate transactions in the state of Florida since 2014. That, to me, just they are real estate investors, and that's all that means. But I still think that this is a good question in trying to figure out, the behavior that the Laundries have. And I hope that with this information, we'll be able to maybe make a little bit more of an educated guess on what it is that they're doing, rather than just speculate, hey, they're hiding something, they're flipping things, they're all that stuff. And are these properties, storage facilities, and what's a warranty deed? And that's a complex term. And so it must be something nefarious. You know what I mean? It's just, I congratulate you for looking into these things. I congratulate you for the question. But to me, this is just a sideshow on the rest of the case, I guess. So I think that's a good place to stop for today. Before I go, let me just say there are a couple things that have continued to happen which are amazing. My last video was on Amanda Winkowski. We've had several of you sign up for Amanda's Army. That is an email list that we have put together that we notify people on that list of any changes in the case as we're working on it. And so thank you for joining Amanda's Army, and we will email you from time to time on the case. Now, we will never give away or sell that information, and you can unsubscribe at any time. And but I appreciate you doing that. Also, I appreciate all of the new subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for all the thumbs ups. Thank you for all the thumbs downs. I know that that sounds kind of funny, but knowing what kind of content to make really helps me. So if you don't like this video, you don't like this content, give me a thumbs down. That's perfectly fine. And then thank you for all the comments. I still am way behind and can't read them all, but I am trying to read them all, and I am responding from time to time on several of those. On my last post on the community tab, I put a picture of myself up kind of at the landing. We have a staircase that goes up and back and around in our house. We live in an old Victorian home, and we have a Tiffany window up there from, we think it's the late 1800s. The house was built in 1903, but you know, sometime around the turn of the century. And there were a couple of funny comments. You know, people are like, anyway, it doesn't really matter. I really enjoyed those comments, though, guys. I'm glad that we're getting to know each other a little bit, and I hope that we can continue to do that. Anyway, with that, I will bid you adieu, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below.